being a saint is a condition. The saint in us is a new creation. It is a gift that comes with faith. It is imparted, not earned. It is given in spite of what we have done, because what Jesus has done on the cross. So we're saints, you see. And despite this, like the Apostle Paul, we still do the things we don't want to do and avoid doing the things that we want to do. We still choose watching the game instead of spending time with the wife and kids. We still look for our self-worth on the clothing racks at the mall. We still drive like maniacs. We still treat our waitresses as garbage. We're still sinners. We still have that sinful self within us, that part that's an ain't, whispering in our ear, telling us that we don't need God, that we're not good enough, or that we've got everything under control just fine by ourselves. It's that ugly side of us that rejects God and lives in constant tension with our new self as saints. It's kind of like my 2-year-old daughter, Lydia. Now, I'm a little biased, but I think she might be the most adorable kid on the face of the earth. Somehow, with parents that have stick straight hair, she managed to get these curly, flowing locks. And if you add that to her already big head, she's got a really big head, and her tendency to walk around with her shirt pulled up so she can touch her belly button, it makes her somewhat of a cartoon. And she's, she loves to kiss and hug people. She gives out kisses and hugs like candy, especially if you give her candy. She's one of a kind. But at the same time, she's just that much and more of a rascal. You can hear it at home. If she wants something, and if you don't give it to her, be ready for an interruption. And it starts nice and sweet and calm. It's usually like, Mama, snack me. That's how she says, I want a snack. Mama, snack me. And it's really cute. And you're like, oh, that's cute. And then it gets a little bit louder. Mama, snack me. And by about the third time, if you haven't responded to her, she like channels the inner demon. And she's like, Mama, snack me. I don't even know where this voice comes from. But it's really frightening. You kind of expect her head to do a 360 turn. And you laugh. But in a sense, we all have this 2-year-old demon child inside of us, And we see it in the mirror on those really bad days. And we look and we don't even know who we're looking at. And we don't like what we're looking at. We don't see any worth in that person in the mirror. And we're frightened of them. But the thing is, just as Andrea and I love Lydia like crazy, even with her faults, and with that demon child in her, even more so does God love us. Does God love his children? Because that is what we are. Now, did you hear that? You are a child of God. He loves you, despite your sin, despite your self-centeredness. He forgives you, he chooses you, and he makes you a saint. And so here's what I want you to do. I want you to grab those welcome pads again that you passed through the aisles in the beginning here. And I want you to add something to your name. I want you to write a little ST in there, a little saint sign. And while it's coming back, I want you to recognize that not only that you are a saint, but you are surrounded by saints. You belong to a communion of saints. And it's made up of everybody here. From the rascally 2-year-old to the newly confirmed confirmand to the senior citizen. It includes our brothers and sisters in India, in Africa, throughout the world. And it includes the dearly departed that we remembered at the beginning of this service. And it includes the great inspirational pillars of the faith, like Mother Teresa and like the Apostle Peter. And so, saints, fellow saints, I encourage you, when you leave this place today, shine. Go spend some time with your family. Tip your waitress outrageously and find your worth in God. Do this not because you have to, not because you're trying to earn something, but because you're free to. Because you have a God that's crazy about you. Crazy enough to save a wretch like me and make me a saint. And as the writer of Hebrews proclaimed in our lesson today, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, by so many saints. Let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles. And let us run with perseverance this race that's marked out before us. Let us fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and the perfecter of our faith. He made you a saint. He keeps you a saint. And he surrounds you with saints. Thanks be to God. Amen.